Have you ever heard of a village where mysteries get solved before the toast is even buttered? Well, get ready. In the super cozy, super colorful village of Crumbly Bottom lived a very special cat. And here he is now. Meet Toaster Holmes, the only cat in the world who solves mysteries before breakfast. He's not just any cat. He's the floofiest, fastest, and smartest detective on four paws. One moment he's napping in a sunbeam, the next, he's on the case. Life in Crumbly Bottom was usually a whirlwind of delicious chaos, especially with Toaster around. Picture this. Our furry hero zipping through Mrs. Higgins' kitchen, narrowly avoiding a mountain of flour. Whoosh! He slides across a freshly polished dining table, dodging a rolling pin like a pro. Then it's up to the rooftops, leaping from one chimney to another, with the town baker waving a broom and shouting, "Toaster, you rascal!" He'd weave through market stalls, knock over a perfectly stacked pyramid of apples, and land gracefully in a basket of warm bread, leaving a perfect cat-shaped indent. Every day was an adventure, a blur of motion, meows, and minor messes. He wasn't trying to cause trouble, of course. He was just practicing. You never know when you'll need to slide across a slippery floor to catch a clue. But one chilly morning, something truly strange happened, something that stopped even Toaster Holmes in his tracks. One by one, all at once, every single fireplace in the village just went out. Poof. The baker's oven turned cold. The blacksmith's forge grew dark. Granny Gable's cozy hearth, where she warmed her knitting needles, was suddenly just a pile of cold ashes. The entire village shivered. A collective gasp echoed through the streets. No more warm bread. No more hot cocoa. No more toasty toes. The happy, bustling sounds of Crumbly Bottom fell silent. It was a disaster. The Great Chill had arrived, and nobody knew why. The villagers huddled together, confused and cold. This wasn't just a small problem. This was a village-wide catastrophe. This was a case for the best. And just like that, it was time. Toaster Holmes's ears perked up. His tail twitched. This was no time for napping. This was a mystery. With a determined leap, he landed right beside his special detective kit, and out came the hat. A tiny, tweed detective hat that fit perfectly between his pointy orange ears. He tipped it just so, and a glint appeared in his eye. Detective Maldeon. He started his investigation immediately, sniffing the cold ashes with an expert nose. He padded quickly from house to house, his little paws making no sound. He analyzed the scene, his sharp green eyes darting everywhere. Split-screen shots showed him interviewing a startled mouse, examining a soot smudge on a window pane, and cross-referencing his findings on a chalkboard with paw-print chalk. He moved with purpose, a blur of orange fur and intense focus. The villagers watched in awe. Toaster Holmes was on the case, and he wouldn't rest until the warmth was returned to Crumbly Bottom. His investigation led him out of the village and straight to the edge of the Whispering Woods, a place known for its twisty trees and glowing mushrooms. The clues all pointed this way. Without a second of hesitation, Toaster plunged into the enchanted forest. This was no ordinary walk in the park. The forest was alive. Glowing vines whipped out, trying to trip him, but he was too quick, leaping and tumbling right over them. He found a giant, round pumpkin rolling down a hill and, with a daring jump, rode it like a wild snowboard, steering with his tail. He navigated a tricky river by hopping across a series of wobbly, moss-covered stones, his balance perfect. The music got faster and faster as he raced deeper into the woods, a streak of orange against the magical greens and blues. He dodged mischievous sprites who threw sparkling berries and swung on a low-hanging branch to cross a deep ravine. It was a high-speed, high-stakes chase against the cold itself. Finally, breathless and covered in glowing pollen, Toaster arrived in a hidden clearing. And there, in the center, was the source of all the trouble. It wasn't a scary monster or a grumpy wizard. It was a tiny, shimmering fire spirit, no bigger than a kitten. It was floating sadly in the air, sniffling little puffs of smoke. As it sulked, it was pulling all the heat and fire from the village towards itself like a magnet. The little spirit wasn't being mean. It was just lonely. It saw all the happy families gathered around their fireplaces and wanted someone to play with. For a moment, everything slowed down. Toaster looked at the sad little spirit, and his detective brain switched to his big, warm heart. He walked forward slowly, not as a detective, but as a friend. He chirped a soft meow and gently, very gently, booped the fire spirit right on its flickering nose. The effect was instantaneous. The little spirit giggled, a sound like crackling embers, and its light grew warm and bright. It zoomed around Toaster playfully, no longer pulling warmth away, but sharing it. And back in the village, kaboom! In a glorious, magical explosion of warmth and light, every single fireplace roared back to life. Not in a dangerous way, but like 100 happy fireworks going off at once. The baker's oven glowed hotter than ever. The blacksmith's forge burned bright. Confetti and sparkles seemed to rain from the sky as the villagers cheered. "Hooray!" they shouted. "Hooray for Toaster Homes!" They danced in the streets, holding up mugs of now hot cocoa. It was a massive celebration. The great chill was over. The village was warm and cozy once more, all thanks to their furry, four-legged hero who understood that sometimes the biggest problems just need a little bit of kindness. With the case closed and the village celebrating, Toaster Holmes knew his work was done. He gave the happy fire spirit one last friendly pat before it zipped back into the woods to play. Then, with a satisfied swish of his tail, he made his grand exit. He sprinted back to the village, slid dramatically into his favorite kitchen, and landed perfectly in front of a saucer of milk that had been left just for him. It took a long, rewarding slurp, then looked straight at the camera, a hero enjoying his prize. Gave a slow, confident wink, as if to say, all in a day's work. The mystery was solved. The village was safe, and breakfast, or at least a post-mystery snack, was served. Don't you worry, because when the next strange thing happens in Crumbly Bottom, you know who will be there to solve it. Toaster Holmes will return. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.